Hello, my name's Ben Wiley. This screencast is an assignment I'm doing for a university class. You see it's called Think Out Loud Evaluations. And what I need to do is record the cognitive processes I go through to evaluate a website to see if it's trustworthy or not. So I'm going to be looking at Help Save the Endangered Pacific Northwest Tree Octopus. So when I open this site up, initially it looks organized, it looks trustworthy. We have the structure you'd expect from a reliable site, like tabs at the top with information, frequently asked questions, etc. Down the side we have cephalopod news, cephalo blog, links to show your support. So this all adds up. If you look at the actual structure of the information page, we have info about the Pacific Northwest Tree Octopus, why it's endangered, how you can help. So typical things you'd expect on a website that was trying to save an endangered animal. When we start to look at, can I trust this information, I look at the domain name first, and it's zapatopi.net. .net doesn't tell me much. I'd rather see .edu or .gov for trustworthy information, but in Zapatopi, don't know what it means, don't know what it is. So don't get any extra information from that. Another thing to look at are the links. So this links to a Wikipedia site, another Wikipedia site. This seems quite trustworthy. The picture's a bit suspect, but moving on. Okay, if we look at reasons why it's endangered, we have down here another link. And it says that booming populations of its natural predator, the Sasquatch. So Sasquatch is a mythical creature, and what's, I guess, concerning at this point is that if you go to this link, it takes you to a website from the same domain name. So this makes you think, well, can I really trust this if they're linking just to themselves? Okay, going back. There's just all kinds of funny stuff here. The information's silly, like how can you help by having a parade and dressing up as having people dress up as tree octopuses while you attack them in a lumberjack costume. So it's kind of just silly. Here's another thing on activism, and again, this links to the same domain. So you can't really trust what it's saying. One problem with this website is that it does mix real links with fake links. So here's a page on cephalopods. This page is very reliable. Well, looks very reliable. It looks to be honest information about cephalopods. And it's by Dr. James B. Wood. So this seems like it would be, because you can trust that page, maybe you can trust this one. Other animals of interest, again, it just gets funny, like a dwarf orca, the rare miniature killer whale, sometimes seen in Cascadian waters. No. A saber-toothed salmon, a 3-meter long salmon once prowling the shores. Okay. Here we have the Wildlife Fund, the WWF, which is a real organization. But below that we have People for the Ethical Treatment of Pumpkins. So just a lot of silly things here. If I go back, one strategy to see if it's a valid site is to go back to the actual domain. And we see that Zapato Productions is your source for conspiracies and other diversions, serving the paranoid since 1997. This doesn't exactly sound like a reliable place to be looking for information. So, oops, I'm trying to highlight this. There we go. So if I go to Alta Vista, type link to see what pages link to this. Well, the first one is itself, so that's kind of funny. And the original domain. Here's something: the endangered tree octopus proves students believe everything. Evaluation of resources. Here's something from Wikipedia on the website. So very minimal checking. You see the Pacific Northwest octopus is an internet hoax created in 1998. So there you know that this website's not reliable in terms of getting information. So now, reflection points. What did I learn from this? Well, I learned that students have a lot to do when they read a web page to see if it's reliable or not, because there's so much information that can be seemingly valid and reliable, but just be a hoax. They really need to be taught how to do this. How did it help your understanding? You understand your thinking as you explored? By doing this, I had to articulate what features I was looking at, and that helped me just understand things I should be telling students. And how might you use a similar activity with your students? Well, I guess I'd have my students take a look at the website to see what they thought, and then go through it step by step and tell them what I was looking at, what they should be looking for to deem a site reliable or not. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.